Hi YouTube, here I have yet another Turbopower 2. This is my 1998 Hoover Turbopower 2 U2090. This is one of the first of the two styles of model U2090. The first one being in this style, which came out in about 1997 when the Pure Powers came out. So this is quite an early one. And it has the more familiar Turbopower 2 lettering and just a 900 watt specification mark on the back door. Well, the second style that was out under this same model number in about 2000 had really cheap naff writing in Times New Roman that said Turbopower 2, and it said sealed suction system 4-stage filtration on the back door, which made it look very naff, and there was big arrows on each side instead of it just saying edge cleaning in small letters. But anyway, this was the earlier, more serious version of model U2090. So it is in a very bright shade of yellow. I believe Hoover call this Alpina yellow. And I got this off eBay for £15. The seller was very nice. It showed me how to use it, in fact. When I was really thinking, yes, I know I already have 4, but I didn't say that because I'm not rude. But anyway, here it is. It's in very good condition. It's 15 years old, if you hadn't already worked it out. So yeah, it's not got many scratches on this machine. Just a couple of scuffs here and a mark there that I didn't bother getting off probably. But apart from that, it's fine, and the motor runs great. It ran great actually even before I worked on it. All I really had to do to this was take it apart and give it a good bath and replace the bags, filters and belts, but that's about it. So anyway, an overview. As you can see, it says edge cleaning there in small letters, and Turbopower 2 in the centre there rather than off to the side like on the earlier versions. There is the carpet height control, or height right control as I believe they used to call it on the Hoover Juniors. So we've got short pile carpet, a medium pile carpet setting, long pile carpet and hard floors, and extra long pile carpet and tools setting. But I normally keep it in the second to lowest medium setting. There you have your microfilter on the exhaust, Hoover lettering and the royal appointment there. It says by appointment to Her Majesty the Queen Elizabeth II, manufacturers of vacuum cleaners and laundry equipment, Hoover Limited, Merthyr Tydfil. Further up to the centre of the back door we've got the blanking sticker for where on the very early Turbopower 2s would have been a piston back indicator, but that had since long gone. 900 written on the back door to specify that it has a 900 watt motor. I believe this is called the 900 watt special edition Turbopower 2, but could be wrong. Bag door release. Remove or press that down to access the bag. This is just a generic bag, I didn't have any genuine ones left. Press this tab here, which releases the bag and it lifts out. You have a foam pre-filter and a carbon filter underneath there. The bag just fits back in. Fits in very securely. The bags are quite big actually, I think they're about 6 litres. Believe it or not, but I sat over the bath with an old toothbrush cleaning inside every single square on this back door because it was filthy. But it looks very clean now, almost brand new, so that paid off. Back door just fits back into those two little slots there, the two pips on the back door sit inside that, and it clicks back in. On-off switch here, and on older models you would have had a bag full indicator light there, but obviously they've done away with that for cost cutting. Carrying handle here at the front, and on the handle we just have a round cutout for where there would be a Hoover roundel, but obviously to cut costs they've took that off. Here is the relocated cord entry. On pre-Turbopower 3 models it would have been here, come out the back on the left side there, but obviously for the extra length of the hose on the Turbopower 3 they had to put it up here because it'd be in the way there, and all later Turbopower 2s had that. And since we're on the subject of Turbopower 3, which I forgot to show you, the Turbopower 3 introduced the improved airflow, which supposedly give you 35% extra suction. And I don't know how well you can see that, but the internal ducting there, which goes to the fan on the motor, is wider. It used to be half the size, about that big, but they made it double the size, which is supposed to improve airflow, and it does, from my experience. Turning the cleaner around towards the back, we've got lower and upper cord hooks. This bottom cord hook also serves as a carrying handle, so it does have carefully balanced carrying handles front and back, as Hoover called it. Got this one at the back, and as I mentioned before, this one here at the front, so you could carry it whichever way you preferred to. The top hook swivels down to release the cable, so it's a quick release cord hook, and it does spin 360 degrees. Here are your onboard tools. Since the Turbopower 3 came out, all Turbopower 2s didn't have the short crevice tool here. They did away with that with the introduction of the Turbopower 3. This is a thin hose. The Turbopower 3 had a wider hose, and later Turbopower 2s also had a wider hose, but they changed back to this narrow bore hose quite late on in the production, so I'm presuming this is the original hose that came with it, and the seller said it had never been serviced, so this will be the original hose, and it has the straight hand grip. The wider hose versions, including the Turbopower 3, would have had a curved ergonomic hand grip. So these are your onboard tools. You've got upholstery tool, which has a strip of vela on it. I believe, according to the instruction manual that specifies this model, it doesn't have the dusting brush, so this model actually never came with a dusting brush. But since I had a spare one, I popped it on there. Since I had it, so you've got your extension wand, and inside that is a scabbard crevice tool, which is great for when you clean cars or down the sides of sofas. And what I always loved about Turbopower 2s is all the tools just fit neatly at the back where they can't be seen, which is what I always liked about them. You've got your foot operated handle release pedal, which unlike the Pure Power, I've never had a problem with this, and I believe this is quite a strong handle release pedal. I've never had it fail, so anyway, that's your handle release pedal there. Rear wheels, spindly, thin wheels, which can leave track marks in the carpet, which isn't very nice unless you like that. And looking underneath, we have the activator brush roll. You've got your stiff bristles and your beta pads. It has those splayed edge brushes which clean very close to the edge. You have the quick release dust channel, which they improved, so it was easier to unclog it, because it is quite narrow here, it could clog up easily, but it's easy enough to unclog it with the quick release channel. Earlier models would have had a screw that you'd have to unscrew whenever it clogged. So anyway, that's the overview of the Hoover Turbopower 2 U2090, and now I'll show it you in action in just a second. Okay, so here I am back again. I've put some sawdust down so you can see its pick up. I also put some sawdust on the footstool there so I can show off the hose. So anyway, here we go. It's quite quiet as well, for a standard version. So anyway, here we are. So there we have it. And as usual in my demonstrations when I use sawdust, it always tends to fall out from somewhere, so just give that a quick clean up. So there we have it. Runs pretty good. Runs very well actually. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching, and thanks for watching. So anyway, that is my 1998 Hoover Turbopower 2 U2090. Thanks for watching.